Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing another Not Scary Farm doll. Today I'm going to be doing a doll on another carnival clown. This time it is the roller skating clown known as Toe Jam. He debuted last year in 2024's Carnival Scare Zone. And I chose him because I really like roller skating and I thought it was really cool that there was a roller skating clown on the boardwalk. Without further ado, let's get started. So I started off with a Barbie the Movie Ken doll and went through the usual process of removing his head. This time I used hot water. I also cut his hair close to the scalp and removed the insides with a screwdriver and tweezers. Here he is all cleaned up and his face removed with acetone. For his hair, I decided to reroot him with black yarn to reduce the volume since I have to fit pretty much all of the hair underneath his helmet. Then I sealed everything with some Fabri-Tac glue. After that was dried, I brushed it out with a pet brush. I didn't bother straightening it this time since I'm going to be curling it anyways. Next, for his shoes, I first started off with these vintage Ken roller skates from the Roller Skating Ken doll, and I chose these because they spin and he's able to actually roller skate. So I coated the whole shoe with white paint and then got to painting the rest with red and black paint. Then I decided not only were these shoes too small with the socks, but it also didn't accurately match Toe Jam's shoes. His shoes are actually Nikes. I think these are like the Air Force Nikes. I don't know anything about shoes, but I found these on eBay and I thought they were perfect. If you guys know where these are from, please let me know down below. I started off by removing the shoelaces and got to painting. After that was done, I sealed up the paint and put in the new red shoelaces, which took way longer than it should have. Then I just glued the Treks from the old shoes onto the new one. They're a little small, but I think it looks good still. Next for his socks, I went with one being red and the other being black. I then glued on some thin ribbon to both socks, with white being for red and red being for black. And here they are. Now for his pants, I cut out 3 strips of elastic. Then I cut out the pattern from this striped shirt left over from my drag queen project. Then I sewed it together and stretched the longest elastic at the top and did a zigzag stitch. I did the same thing for the bottom parts of the pants with the shorter elastic. Next for his sweater, I just made a simple red sweater out of a t-shirt material. And it looks like this. For his suspenders, I found the perfect checkered ribbon on Amazon. Then I added some buckles out of wire. For his ruffle, I got this flannel from the thrift store and sewed it on to some red cotton. Then I turned it inside out and ironed it. Then I gathered it and attached it to the sweater. For his helmet, I think this helmet came from a Barbie snowboarder, and I started by removing the straps because I'll be installing new ones. Then got to painting. At this stage, it looked a little bit like Kick Buttowski's helmet, which I thought was pretty funny. I then also cut out the holes that he has at the top. He has 10 in total. And then I finished painting it. This took almost the entire day. It's very detailed and I love it. And here it is with the new straps. I just used more elastic. Now for his knee pads. The one for his knees are from the roller skating Ken doll, and the one for his elbows are from the roller skating Barbie doll, but it's her knee pads. Now I did the same thing as Bam's and removed the straps and cut holes where the straps were. I then painted them black and then added some silver details. I then installed new elastic straps. Now for the fun part, his face. I started off with a coat of white paint. I also painted the little polka dots on his neck with white and red. Then I got to drawing on the giant swirl he has and then filling it in with red acrylic paint. Then I added the shading with black chalk pastels. And filled in his lips with black paint. For his eye makeup, I used more black chalk pastels as it gives it the airbrushed look. And then painted his eyes. I then sealed the face one more time and then glossed up his eyes with varnish, and he was done. Then I got to curling his hair with a metal chopstick and a hair straightener. Then got to splitting the curls and cutting and styling. Lastly, his gloves were just made out of some black t-shirt material, and he was done. thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!